Mr. T in the pages of the top secret celebrity phone book. She plays the Maverick assassin Nikita on the show of the same name. You can watch it Friday nights at 8 on the CW. Please welcome Maggie Q. I understand you're from Hawaii.
I am.
But Buenos dias. How Hawaiian are you? Like, were your parents born in Hawaii?
No, not. I was born and raised, but I'm not. I'm Vietnamese, Irish, Polish.
Yeah. Vietnamese, Irish, That's VIP.
It's either the same mix or one of those.
Hey, that's VIP. I just realized VIP. That's pretty good. You figured that out before?
My sister did once.
Yeah, she did.
We laughed.
And then you moved past it?
Yeah, and then we realized we weren't, and then that was it.
And how did your parents wind up in Hawaii?
Well, they met in Vietnam, and then they moved back to the States. And
Oh, wow.
I guess he retired from the military in Hawaii, and so.
I gotcha. And so your dad was in the military, and did your mom work too?
Did my mom work?
She have a job?
Yes, my mom. She was a bartender for many years.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so she served drinks at a local Hawaiian bar.
She did, yeah. She for many years. We actually worked together for a little while. My mom.
You worked in the bar?
Well, because I was like an early teen, so I served food. That's my formative years. I served food in the same bar that she worked at, and she was a bartender.
So you would hang out in the bar with your mother?
I would.
Oh, that's very sweet.
It's what childhood's about.
You were allowed at that age to be in the bar?
I don't think so. No.
But they just said that.
Yeah, it's Kathy's daughter, whatever.
Was your mom like a colorful character?
Super. My mom. I think the only reason I'm interesting is because of her. I mean, she is. Or I assumed that I was interesting. That's right.
That's part of being interesting. You just take that leap.
She's just super funny and super charming, and everybody loves her. I don't think you can meet her without loving her.
Is she still working there?
No, she actually retired last year.
Oh, she did?
Yep, I did. I bought her the Rolex. I did the whole thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you know.
That's very nice.
Yeah, she deserves more than that, but.
She does. Well, you give her things as the years go on. You don't have to give it to her all at once.
Yeah, that's true.
Not like
I can't afford it all at once.
How did you get the last name Q, which is just the letter Q?
Yeah. I was living and working in Asia for many years, and my last name is really, I have a really sort of white name, but my last name's Quigley. And nobody could pronounce it there, so they...
How would they pronounce it?
Somebody had asked me, are you upset that they made your name for you? And I went, had you lived there when I lived there and heard them try to say Quigley, you'd probably be pleased with Q.
Okay, so you said, and who decided on the Q?
It was just a newspaper one day that printed it, and I had gone through like different incarnations, Quimley, Somebody said to me, Mackie, is it you are quickly because you're very quickly? Somebody said that to me in Hong Kong, and I was like, no, not in any way.
That's not why.
Because my last name's not Quickly.
So wait, a newspaper just decided to leave all the other letters
out? Yeah, but if you're talking about that region, and like you're talking about the top newspaper, you're talking about like circulation 5 billion, you know what I'm saying? So if one newspaper does it, the biggest one, everybody follows.
That makes it even worse to me. Who would be that audacious to just leave the rest of the letters off of your name? They were just like,
it's not worth it.
And then so that people read it and they thought, oh, that's your name.
Well, I think they wanted to capitalize off the Asian side too, which is actually very sweet because they sort of wanted to be like, you're just Asian and you're just ours.
I see.
You know, and so the Irish bit gone.
I got you.
Yeah. The white side, meh.
And in Ireland, maybe you'll be like,
I'm
Quigley. Nico Quigley or something like that. They'll go a little bit overboard.
Hopefully.
And you were a big movie star in Asia.
I worked there. Yeah, I worked there.
Well, you weren't a big movie star there?
I don't know.
And then your first big movie here in the United States was Mission Impossible 3, right?
That was my first movie.
With J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, he's so amazing.
Were you making that transition from? I would imagine I would be more nervous probably working in a place where a foreign country than come back. But was it
It was
intimidating?
more nerve-wracking because there's no unions, and there's none of that, and there's no sort of like, my trailer has to be 3 stories, and I got to park under it, and land a helicopter on it, It's sort of like, we didn't even have trailers.
Oh, you didn't?
No, we had like a stool, without even a back. Just a stool, and if you fell asleep, you're screwed, like you're on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would sit on a curb, and eat my lunch. Yeah, I mean, it was nothing like the way it is here. So I got here, and they're like, here's your trailer, here's your rose petals, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I love this industry.
And you did a lot of physical stuff.
I did.
And you did a lot of physical stuff, you were working with Jackie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
And now, as Nikita,
Yeah.
which is a character that's been around for a long time,
Yeah.
you do a lot of fighting. And yet I feel like I could beat you up if I had to.
I love that you feel that.
I must outweigh you by 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But
Isn't it just strange?
what?
That these things seem one way.
I know they seem one way,
Yeah.
but you are wearing that arm thing, and that makes you seem a little bit dangerous in a way to me.
For me. It makes me feel like a princess.
And also, it's like
warrior.
I'm trying to contain my muscles from ripping out of this jewelry. Right? Are you enjoying doing the show?
I love the show.
Because
it's a
you
lot of work, but I
tweeted
love
something that looked bad to me. This is a picture that you tweeted, and tell us what happened here.
I burned my boob.
You burned it. How did you burn it?
I don't know.
Who is this man pointing at it? Hey, look, everybody.
He's my gay makeup artist, so he's like, ew, boobies.
He's your makeup artist?
Yeah.
What?
He had to cover it in the next scene because it was burnt. But I was shooting a gun, and
I bet
somehow
he did.
He did.
I'm going to have to put a lot of makeup on that.
Utter horror. But it felt the trajectory. I was shooting, and the bullets came out, and I was running so fast that I ran into the shells that were coming out of the gun, and they
The
were
empty
hot.
shells.
And they landed in my bra, and I just kept going.
Wait a
and I kept
minute.
shooting, I kept going. And the take finished, and I was like, ah! And I was pulling it out of and I was burned. And the director walked up to me, and he went, you didn't make a sound. You were burning the whole time. I'm like, well, gotta get the shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
You learned a lot sitting on that stool in the street.
Wasn't it great?
You paid your dues and came up the hard way. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you're safe now here in America. Maggie Q, everyone. Nikita is her show. You can watch it Friday night at 8 o'clock on the CW. We'll be right back with Yellow Wolf.